Hey everyone, it's Pixel Tricks. Today we are taking on the super boss in the Final Fantasy VII Remake. In order to challenge the super boss in this game, you first have to play through hard mode. Near the end of hard mode, you unlock these additional Shinra Combat Simulator challenges. You have to beat every single one of those, as well as all of the arena challenges in Don Cornero's arena. I'm assuming you also have to beat every single summon VR mission as well up until this point. So yeah, pretty much every single combat challenge. So yeah, the super boss is actually locked behind a gauntlet in which you have to take on every single summon in a row, and if you lose even once, you have to start all the way from the very beginning. So yeah, it's a gauntlet. The super boss itself is not especially hard, considering it's a Final Fantasy game, and they're kind of infamous for being very difficult, in my opinion, from the ones I've played. It's just the act of finding every single one of these in a row, which is quite challenging. You have Shiva, Fat Chocobo, Leviathan, followed by Bahamut, which is actually a hard mode exclusive summon VR mission. We did fight Bahamut in the final stretch of the game, but that was his whisper form. This particular Bahamut, the real Bahamut, is much more dangerous. He actually has a move that will one-shot you, and we'll get more into that here in a bit. As you can see right now, we're fighting Shiva, and we're absorbing all of her attacks. So the thing about Shiva is all of her attacks are ice-based, as you would imagine. So if you pair a elemental materia with a ice materia on your armor slot, you will just absorb every single one of her attacks, making this first fight a complete joke. I actually found out recently that depending on where you slot elemental ice, it'll either be on your sword or on your armor, respectively. Yeah, so like we're doing normal damage to her. We don't have like ice-based attacks, but we will absorb every single thing. We don't really have to worry about healing everyone either. As long as we have raise, we can make sure everyone has full health near the end of this fight. I was just doing it just because. Yeah, at the end of the fight, you actually do get a free health restore and a free MP restore, so it's pretty forgiving in that matter. But yeah, she was an absolute pushover with this particular setup. But yeah, switching to Tifa, this is our particular team composition I went with for this. Most people suggest playing with Cloud, Aerith, and Barret, because Barret is a lot more like defensive, you know. But I wanted to go with a little more of an offensive build. We'll go over my equipment and the materia that I've used up to this point as well. Near the end of the video, I thought we'd just get right into the gauntlet. That's what I thought people wanted to see the most, but we will go over everything. And I'll explain a few things here. So Tifa pretty much has a fully leveled luck materia, making it so she'll crit a whole bunch. It really works well with her because she does so many attacks in a row, so it's just more chances for her to crit. That's kind of her theme. Yeah, and Aerith, her setup right now is full-on white mage. I made it so she has Cure paired with Magnify, so she'll be doing group heals. She also has an accessory which increases the potency of those heals. And pretty much just a bunch of MP ups and magic ups. Yeah, so she'll be healing for a lot, for not that much. And yeah, that's pretty much her role in this. Other than that, we just got Clown Tifa here just to nuke everything. But yeah, this particular team can struggle against Leviathan. I think Leviathan is definitely the trickier of all of these. But yeah, Shiva, again, no problem. Right here, we're able to see Diamond Dust one last time. Yeah, it worked out pretty well. I've heard a lot of people struggled with this particular portion. I've heard people were stuck on this for hours. I got quite lucky myself. Yeah, I'm doing this post-commentary, if you can't tell, and that's largely because I thought it would be so hard. I went into it relatively blind, just to see how I would do, and I ended up getting it first try. So yeah, I'm really happy with all the hours I put into this game. Completing it and getting the platinum trophy and getting everything completed here. I was ecstatic to see that this did not give me that much trouble at all. But yeah, this team worked out pretty well. Tifa definitely put in the work here the most. I think here in the Bahamut fight, she really showed her worth. She can be quite tricky to use because, you know, she's a glass cannon. But when you pull off her stuff correctly, she is a force to be reckoned with. Absolutely. So, right here, buffing up Unbridled Strength all the way to Rise and Fall, because when Tifa has max chi, she actually will do more stagger damage. And she also has this move called True Strike, which if you keep hitting your enemy with True Strike, it'll actually make them stay staggered for longer. I believe that's exactly how it works. The stagger system actually goes pretty deep here. Like, moves will make it so your enemies will stay staggered for longer. So right here, it doesn't really do much to the staggered bar. But I believe if you just keep hitting stuff with True Strike over and over again, they'll just stay staggered forever, and then you just unload. And you'll see I actually do like half this thing's health, pretty much. And I feel like I didn't even use it to its full potential either. Like right here, I should have been just spamming True Strike over and over again. Yeah, you see, it does very little to the pressure bar, all things considered, but it'll make it so they're stunned for a very long time. But yeah, like I was saying, I think like certain moves will extend the duration of stagger times, from what I understand. One more shot from Aerith. Yeah, we'll switch over to Tifa, and look at how much damage this girl does. You have Rise and Fall, Omni Strike, Whirling Uppercuts, then buff Unbridled Strength again, and follow it up. Look at that health bar just melts. This is all Tifa right now. Like, she's just going off. And thankfully, the summons, the little mini, like, Tonberries and bombs, were not giving me that much trouble. But yeah, there's so much damage. Tifa is ridiculous in this game, man. But yeah, on hard mode, a lot of people see as the Fat Chocobo as kind of the joke fight. And to a degree, it kind of is, but in hard mode, it actually can get quite ugly. Because I'm pretty sure the Tonberry can one-shot you. The fake Tonberry, the puppet Tonberry, as I like to call it. It won't one-shot you in normal mode, I believe. But I'm pretty sure in hard mode, it will. I think so. Yeah, right here, just setting up the chi traps with Tifa, and we get stagger. And yeah, Fat Chocobo went down really fast. Tifa just annihilated this thing. There's actually a trophy for getting times 300% damage on the staggered bar. And I got it with Tifa on Fat Chocobo earlier. But yeah, if you're struggling with that trophy, just remember, just keep hitting it with True Strike. Keep Tifa buffed up, and you should get it in no time. Okay, Leviathan fight. Another kind of tricky encounter. I remember I struggled against Leviathan my first time encountering this thing, but this time it went pretty well, even considering I don't have Barret on the squad. I feel like this is like a reason why most people are like, yeah, dude, you need Barret for this fight, but you really don't. Having the extra DPS from Tifa actually worked wonders for me, personally. Yeah, right here, just doing the standard stuff, getting up to it, keeping everyone's health up with Aerith, doing what she does best. And yeah, I don't know, combat just flows so well to me in this now. Yeah, I'm so used to switching, like swapping between party members, getting aggro on one character, switching right back to another one. It works so well. It's such a well put together system, and it takes a little bit of getting used to. But once you get used to it, it's so fun, because right here, switching directly to Aerith with the commands, I become so addicted to this game. I've been playing it for so long. I put like 30 or 40 more hours into it, just replaying it, getting all the optional trophies. And normally when I complete games, it gets to a certain point that I'm just fed up with it. I'm just like, okay, I want this to end, but not with this game. I actually had a great time completing this. It was a fun process. I never was like sick of anything. The hard mode challenges, the first thing I did was I completed hard mode. Then I went back and got all the optional trophies, and I think that was a great way to do this, because I beat the game and went straight into hard mode. And then after that, I put everything in easy mode. So everything that was giving me so much trouble, I would just destroy. Something that I didn't really fully explain is when you beat this game, you actually unlock a couple things. You unlock a chapter select, so you can just switch to any chapter whenever you so wish. Progress will be saved if you're going forward. I don't think it will be saved. It won't be saved if you're going backwards. But let's say you have a quest that is triggered by something that you do in chapter 3. You can then skip to like chapter 7 and that progress will be saved. So it makes like cleaning up optional trophies very convenient. I have a couple minor gripes with it in terms of like where they put you and you know, a couple things you have to go through, but for the most part everything worked out very well. What else about hard mode? Let me think about it. Hard mode definitely lives up to its name. It certainly does. I think the gnarliest part of hard mode is you are never able to use items ever. You cannot use ethers to restore your MP, and at all of the rest points, your MP is not restored. So you know how you can sit on a bench and fully heal you and fully restore your MP? Well, it doesn't restore your MP in hard mode. So you really have to pay close attention about your MP consumption, especially considering you can't use potions. Or, again, any kind of item at all. Yeah, in hard mode, that's when you're really going to be using the chakra materia to be healing yourself. And you have to just keep everything in mind, like, when do I use these spells, you know? And everything has much more health and it hits you much harder. It was a great challenge. But I never once felt like, oh, this is unfair. And I did die a lot, especially like to the first chapter boss. The scorpion boss, the medieval scorpion boss thing. I forget what it was called. But I did it like 3 times in a row, and I was like, dude, I gotta be doing something different here. I'm low on MP, you know? And I can't just spam Thundaga. I have to keep it for heals and stuff like that. So what I ended up doing was actually pairing it with elemental materia on Cloud Sword. And yeah, then I fought it. So it really makes you like play very safely and really try your best to exploit the weaknesses of all of the bosses and your enemies and what have you. It's a really great system that was really well paced. At first, when I heard that you had to unlock hard mode, I was a little bummed by that. But the way they handle it is really good. And it teaches you about the combat and everything. And I'm actually relieved they made it this way. Yeah. Because even normal mode, it was hard still. You know, like learning everything. Especially like to players that aren't really familiar with this particular genre, this like action RPG as thing, you know, going from the original FF7 to this newer formula that kind of has like a blend of the new and the old. Yeah, I think it was. I know I praised this game endlessly, but it really is a marvelous game. I've been having such a great time, and I do apologize. It is taking me so long to get this final video out, but I did want to complete this game. I did want to pop the platinum on camera for you guys. And yeah, dude, look at Leviathan. Looks so menacing. He looks so sick in this. I can't wait to see the other summons when we get to the other sections. I want it now. I want this game now. But yeah, Leviathan, he pretty much has all of his attacks that he had before. Nothing really has changed. I managed to take him down before he could hit Tidal Wave. I staggered him before that happened, thankfully. Because I didn't even think to bring Barrier or Mana Guard or anything, so it probably would have wiped my team. Looking back on this, but I guess I got lucky because I staggered it. And it went to phase 2 beforehand. Before I even started casting it, so yeah. But yeah, I think this is where this team will struggle the most, if you don't have like a bunch of Thundaras on everyone. I did have Thundara on Tifa for this fight in particular. And other than that, Aerith chilling down there, you know, throwing like little magic bolts at it and what have you. But yeah, this part of the fight is pretty much the same. You just gotta avoid the tidal waves. It will be immune to your attacks if it is behind the tidal waves. And it will occasionally hit its spinning dive attack, but it's really easily telegraphed. And at this point, you're like chasing this thing down, so you'll see it coming from a mile away. So it's not too difficult. It's really just a test of patience. That's really all this fight is, especially if you don't have Barret. And yeah, got our stagger right here, and I think it'll go down to one more good Omni Strike combo. Oh, setting up the chi trap, and yeah, that's Leviathan down. That man is phasing through the floor. Okay, Bahamut. True Bahamut fight, everyone. Yeah, you haven't seen this yet. I can't wait to show this off. Because there's actually a surprise in this fight that wasn't in the other Bahamut fight. Okay, that flare breath, if you're hit with that, it will actually silence you. So you want to be very careful that your healer does not get hit with that, because Bahamut hits very hard. At this point, you should have a healing Mizura on everyone just in case. But yeah, Bahamut, I would say, is probably the most dangerous creature in the game. Yeah. You see that countdown? If he gets his Mega Flare off, it'll just instantly wipe the party. No matter what. And it would just kill everyone, and it's just game over. So you need to kill Bahamut before he gets that Mega Flare off. I believe you can survive with a certain ability on one of your weapons. With 1 HP, you'll survive. Oh, dude, Scoops. I need that. He scooped up my Tifa Goon, dudes. He needs this. What a troll. He just explodes them and they go flying. That low-key was real funny, bro. I like that a lot. But yeah, for this fight, you want to constantly switch back and forth from all of your characters because his moves are very fast. He's very aggressive, and there's just no point in trying to avoid them. Something that's really good about the computers in this game is they primarily will be defensive. I've heard a lot of people complain about the computers, but if they just constantly hit spells and they constantly were trying to attack and not blocking all this stuff, they would be dead in no time. So I think the CPUs work wonders in this game. But yeah, you really want to just lay on as much damage as you can, constantly switching whenever you get the chance, keeping your heals up with your healer, getting a couple hits in from Cloud, going straight to Tifa, going behind Bahamut, trying to set up like a chi trap or something. And yeah, when he hits his flare breath, that's a great time to set up a chi trap or like a big attack of some sort. But yeah, just switching back and forth. That's pretty much the name of the game of this fight. It's just switching between your characters and resetting this aggro whenever you can. And right there you can see Cloud got a debuff from that. Yeah, okay, and when he starts doing that, chi trap. If you are using Tifa, hit him with chi trap, apply the pressure, follow your themes. Yeah, oh yeah, that will inflict slow and silence his flame breath attack. You see.
I'll show you what I can do. You can do it.
All right, send up a Cura with Aerith. Want to be very careful with how you time your heals. Oh, dude, check it out. Ifrit, I need you. Look at this. I did not. He summoned Ifrit as well. You should have saw the look. I did not know this. I was not ready for that. I didn't know this was a theme. Yeah, the summon summons a summon. Isn't that ridiculous? I got a real kick out of that because I was not ready. I was like, Ifrit's my friend, because the whole time you never fight Ifrit. You're just giving Ifrit for free from Jesse, right? Yeah, that shit was mad funny. Should have saw the look in my face, dude. Oh yeah, right here he's down to 2. So I was not prepared for Ifrit to show up. If I knew, I probably would have leveled up my other elemental materia that I got from the Angel of the Slums. And probably put it on one of my more primary damage dealers. Probably throw it on Tifa. But I mean, it worked out. I guess I got lucky. So now we're dodging aggro from 2 enemies here. Oh yeah, this is probably going to take out Tifa. Yeah, this is gonna combo. Oh dude, Ifrit, I need this. Summon my Ifrit on my. So we got 2 Ifrits fighting on both sides. Dude, that's mad funny, bro. Oh, and Tifa fell unconscious too. This is awful. I do have Rays on Aerith and Cloud. You want to have as many raises as you can to heal everyone. Thankfully, I did get her up. And I ran in, and Tifa had her limits right here. I unload on Bahamut, switch back to Aerith, and try to get a little bit of meter going on. I can see she's not quite there, so right here, Desperation Heal from Cloud finds its mark. And I get a whole bunch of stagger damage on Bahamut. Oh, I almost got the pressure in. Let's see. Oh, I should be focus striking here. Yeah, focus strike right there. Nice. Almost. Bahamut's almost down, actually. Look at this. Yeah, okay. We staggered him. He has a bit of health. And yeah, we managed to take out Bahamut before the Mega Flare happened. But yeah, I have heard that will one-shot you. I think. I'm actually assuming on that, to be perfectly honest. But yeah, once you defeat Bahamut, you also have to defeat Ifrit as well. But Ifrit is a pushover. Compared to Bahamut, so it wasn't that hard at all. I'm starting to lose my voice here. But yeah, wasn't that funny? What a troll. What a troll the whole time. Because I bet a bunch of people were asking, like, how come we don't get to fight Ifrit? It was, oh, you want to fight Ifrit? Well, I got news for you. You get to. Oh, check it out. We get to see Hellfire on Ifrit from Ifrit. Pretty funny.
Get some rest.
Yeah, right here, just laying on some damage. And yeah, after this, we get to face the true super boss of the thing. I really feel like they probably should have left Bahamut and Ifrit for the finale. I mean, I understand why they have this next guy as the final one. You know, he's different. We haven't fought him up to this point. He's actually called the Pride and Joy Prototype.
You're good at this.
Yeah, great fight right there. I love that. That put a smile on my face. Okay, so this is the Pride and Joy Prototype. The first thing you want to do is run away from your teammates because it will lock onto the player and fire off this beam cannon move immediately. You want to block that because I believe that will like destroy your party. I think it could potentially just wipe your party if you're not prepared for it. Yeah, right here, this is kind of where Tifa like definitely shined in this fight a lot too, because I was setting up a bunch of chi traps, focusing on the leg, trying to stay behind it. And right here, I went in completely blind. I knew nothing about this fight besides that one thing at the beginning where you have to dodge the beam. I was told about that, but besides that, that's it. I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know what moves. You see, I'm getting hit with its foot blast, everyone. Yeah, the Pride and Joy Prototype. Brute Force. Oh yeah, it falls. It just falls. I'm pretty sure that will instantly kill you. Like you would imagine, right? This giant thing just falls in your ass. What a move. He just falls on his face. Yeah, but this is the super boss. This is it. Oh look. Look at that man go. Where's that thing going? Oh yeah. Okay, so this will stun. Yeah, he'll like stun you. He also has this move where he like runs up and he grabs you. I think we'll see right here probably on Tifa. Yeah, look, I need this. No, he scooped up my Tifa goon. Yeah, and he'll like squeeze whoever he's holding. Right here, I'm like trying to think like, what's he doing to her? Yeah, see, he'll like squeeze her. It's brutal, bro. Yeah, I don't think I gave this guy a chance to do like a super move or anything like that. He does have some interesting things about him. Like you know, he'll like come and grab you, and he'll set the floor on fire too. And as you can see, I'm kind of like standing in it. It'll do like about 1,000 damage per tick every time you stand on it. So, and it'll stand in the middle of it too. What a bother! Look at that. Because you want to build your ATB gauge, so you got to get in there, right? If you're using a melee user. It's right here, trying to keep Tifa alive. I think it would just instantly kill it. Yeah, she's pretty much at full health. Yeah, that's in 9,999 damage. That's an instant KO, it seems. So right here, raising Tifa, switching to Cloud, so Aerith doesn't get interrupted. Kind of just moving the aggro along to her. Right here, building up Aerith's gauge so I can get a group cure going on. Probably should have been like a cure auger right there. I think I really wanted to get the cure off. Oh, it was enough, actually. It certainly was. But yeah, that stagger meter is almost done. I think right here you'll see just a disgusting amount of damage on this boss. I think this is why it went down so fast. If it does have some like far out gimmick that I'm not aware of, or like a super limit move or something epic like that, I'm sorry, I just don't know. Is it just gonna die? Maybe that like special beam at the beginning? Brute force. What a move. That's fantastic. Yeah, we got our... Yeah, I was saving my limit too for when this thing falls. Okay, we got our stagger, and I think right here... Oh yeah, setting up the Raid Judgment on Aerith. And busting our limit with Tifa. And comboing into Braver. Look at all that damage. Ridiculous, bro. Nearly half of its health right there. Pretty crazy. Yeah, it also has like multiple limbs too. Right here he scoops up my Cloud Goon. He needs this. Looks like like an action figure. It looks like an action figure grabbed a human like it was an action figure. Revenge of the action figures. That's what this fight is, essentially. But yeah, as you can see, it has like separate limbs, which yeah, we take out the right leg here in a second. Right here, throwing off a group Cura. Yeah, look at that. This thing just melted, man. Like, I'm not mad or disappointed or anything. I'm actually glad that I was not stuck here for hours. It's really just surprising, I suppose, because Final Fantasy Super bosses can be so gnarly from the ones that I've fought in the past. But yeah, this guy wasn't too bad. Giant robot made from Shinra. It makes sense, you know, it was a Shinra created project here. We are with the VR goggles. Yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Grand finale, super boss taken care of. And with that, we have the Platinum Master of Fate trophy. How cool is that?
Well done, Cloud. You've managed to fully tap into the potential once locked within you. Now that my research is at long last complete, I believe that it's time I told you the truth about myself. I'm not human. I'm a cyborg created to serve as Hojo's assistant. I was given knowledge and power beyond that of a human, but I was robbed of free will, bound to obey the whims of my master. But when we met, Cloud, I sensed something within you, something I knew would allow me to break free of my chains. By identifying and studying a subject with infinite potential such as yourself, I could adhere to the directives imposed upon me, all the while pursuing my plans for independence in secret. Your combat data provided me with the vital information that I required to enhance my basic functionality. This is the result. Through my research and with your assistance, I have freed myself from Hojo's bondage.
Cool.
I cannot thank you enough for your help. You've given me the power to finally live life on my own terms.
So, what are you gonna do now?
I'm not sure. It's all a big, wonderful mystery. It's nice, not knowing something for a change.
Well, that was cool. I really like Chadsley a lot. Okay, let's have a very quick wrap up of all of our materia here. It's just, you know, healing, revival, but refocus just for the stat boosts, HP ups, and elemental ice on the armor slot, like I was talking about. Other than that, use to know Faithful, the Buster Sword with the Transference module, which actually will fill up the limit gauge a little faster. And we have a prayer materia. I didn't use that once. Lightning. I didn't use wind once either. Didn't really need that. Backup healing. Subversion and warding. I don't think that really came into play, to be perfectly honest. But yeah, here's the fully leveled luck up materia that I was talking about. A little more MP, just so I could throw off more lightning spells at Leviathan. Yeah, 2 HP ups here. Aerith, main healer. No offensive magic, just straight up healing. Straight up healing. Revival, prayer, which again I didn't use. I did throw off the Ray of Judgment. But yeah, other than that, just magic up materials and HP up and MP up. This thing right here increases the effectiveness of healing items, spells, and abilities. So that's why she was such a potent healer. Also had the Fury Ring on Tifa. And for beating the Pride and Joy super boss, we gain access to the best weapon in the game, the gauntlet, which is German for Twilight of the Gods. You'll have to forgive my American accent. This will make it so you enter battle with a full limit break every time, and it will gradually refill during battle. Isn't that hype? I love when you play a game and you work so hard and they just reward you with essentially God mode.
Now you're in for it. Gotta give it my all.
Listen to this man go. This poor creature. Gata Daemaron. I think that means Twilight of the Gods, according to the internet, which has never lied to me in the past. Yeah, I see it every time. That is insane.
Nothing personal.
Nothing personal, bro. Yeah, there was some really cool fights in the battle simulations that I'm going to leave for you guys to discover on your own. If you follow me on Twitter, you probably already know what I'm talking about. There's other things too besides that, of course. Yeah, I was going to show it off, but I'm not going to. I'll leave that to be discovered on your own, dude. So yeah, that was Final Fantasy VII Remake. Check out this cool dynamic theme I got too. Listen how cool this is. Click, 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 click. Very cool. Alright, dudes. Well, that was the true finale. Good times, man. Okay. Have a good one, everyone. Take care.